I don't know if I have that anymore, actually. Here. I don't know if I have that anymore. Give me a sec. I'm still in the, Switch mod Discord. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably better to use lossless scaling, though, honestly. Because he didn't finish the code. He didn't finish the code, it, like, messes with the physics, so... yeah, the code is right here. How do I download this? I don't really feel like doing this right now. It's better to just use lossless scaling. Hold on. I don't really feel like doing this right now, to be honest. I'll help you out. This thing doesn't want to copy paste. Isn't it on the GBA temp forum? Should be on there. I'm making it for you. Hold on. Well, it's better to just use lossless scaling, but there you go. Yeah, the 60 FPS mod messes with the physics, so it's not the best way to play. It's not like, you know, there's a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 60 FPS mod and Astral Chain, Age of Calamity as well. Like, those don't mess with the physics. Well, Astral Chain does, but there's a fix for it. The Kamen Rider game is all messed up with the 60 FPS patch because I don't think he put a lot of time into it, which is fine. He does it for free. I've donated to that guy before. He's made some codes I've used, but yeah, he wasn't able to fix it, so lossless scaling is better. Unless you're gonna play on, what's it called? Unless you're gonna play on Steam Deck or something. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really do Switch stuff anymore, just because the games all run like garbage. And there's nothing I can't play on PC. Nothing I'm interested in can't play on PC. I haven't done anything on my Switch in a while, and I need to redump my games because I lost my hard drive last time I went on vacation. Probably fell out of my backpack or something. 'Cause I had all my ROMs on there. It just takes like hours to dump all the games. I've been kind of lazy to do it. I didn't have anything important on it.
The weaker they are, the more time they waste.
Just a loss of time, not really money. I bought another drive. Just have to dump all the games again. Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes works fine at 60 FPS except for like one boss. I played through the whole game so I can confirm this. It's like one boss's hitboxes get disjointed and they're really weird. He gets like Muso hitboxes. Other than that, that's playable at 60. The combat in that game is good enough that you want it, so it's nice that it just kind of works. I try to help out my viewers. I generally dislike when people come in and they're not interested in what I'm playing. You know, they just come in to ask for something. But I can tell you're legit. I've had some people come in here like no interest in what I'm playing, just want something. You're fine. Oh, it's just people do that a lot, so I get kind of chrono triggered when people do that. But I know you meant well. It's all right. Yeah, people have a habit of doing that, or they ask me for like a guide for something. I'm like, cool. Are you gonna donate? It's like you can donate if you want the guide. A lot of times it's just like people don't want to look. They don't want to look for somebody else to do it. They want me to do it specifically. Like I only make a guide for stuff that I like, or I feel like I have something to contribute. Like FF16, the only guide I'm doing for that game is mods. we didn't get the game until last week. It's been out on PS5 for a year, so there's like nothing I could really contribute of value outside of raw gameplay and you know, mod guides. Yeah, Climax Heroes is peak Kusage. It's a aiding joint. The game is peak Kusage. People do play it. You're not wrong.
Reckon you?
What game?
If in you.
Such wilderness.
I'm hoping the Hunter x Hunter game sells enough so Bamco gets them to make another Kamen Rider game. I need another Kamen Rider game with like bargain bin PS2 budget, but then like secretly competent gameplay. I'm craving that. Past couple Kamen Rider games have been good. They were Kamen Rider video games were pretty crappy post Genesis. They did Climax Fighters, which was also an aiding joint. It had like the worst online imaginable. Online was terrible. It had like no single player content. Climax Scramble is better just because it has single player content and a story. So, you know, it doesn't have online. There's no competitive scene for it, but at least it's like an actual game. Climax Fighters was barely a video game. It barely functioned. Let's just make this game that has online, but the online is like the worst I've experienced since KOF 13. The online for that was like just as bad. But like KOF 13 like had trials, it had a story mode, an arcade mode, like at least there was something there, like hey, you know, the online sucked. The game was unplayable competitively. Unless you had a local scene or you traveled to events. But at least there was something there. Climax Fighters was a scam. One of the worst products I've bought. Why with Climax Scramble they don't have online, but they have other reasons to buy it. Get more characters, there's a story. If you're into Kamen Rider story, at least even a little bit, it's worth it for that, and there's single player content, so not a scam like Climax Fighters. I mean, how much money are people expecting them to put into something that's only sold in Japan? They only recently started expanding to Southeast Asia. The first Kamen Rider game that had English was ironically Climax Fighters, which makes me question why they bothered continuing, because that game was a flop. For good reason. It wasn't worth the money. Especially after Genesis, which was like a legit good Musou game, even without the Kamen Rider license. Like that, I always say that game is very underrated. More Musou fans should give it a shot. I understand the Japanese and the fact that it's Kamen Rider and not like, you know, Zelda or something. Kind of turns people off, but that game is like legit good. But then they didn't really use that momentum very well. They used that momentum very well. They followed up Batride War Genesis with a Power Stone clone with garbage online and no single player content. So kind of killed Kamen Rider games for a good couple years.
The weaker they are, the more time they waste.
They're already making something for a niche audience, but it's like worse than everything else. So why would I want to pay money for that? I'm stupid, that's why. I paid money for it. They're like $50 for that game. The worst gaming purchases I've made.
I'll leave the next part to you, dear.
I just want them to make another Batride War. That's what I really want. I want them to make another Batride War and, like, expand the mechanics. Add, like, the riders from the shows that, you know, didn't exist when Genesis came out, and, like, expand the mechanics. Add, like, tagging instead of that weird assist system.
The inn is safe. For now.
It's because Power Rangers games haven't really been good since they stopped getting Natsume to do them. Like, a lot of people aren't ready to hear this, but Power Rangers games have always been better than Super Sentai games. Like, pretty much always. It's always been that way. People don't want to admit it. You know how weebs are. Everything Japanese is better. I mean, obviously they were Japanese developed, but like when they stopped commissioning like Natsume to make those, they got way worse. But then like the Super Sentai games are not great. They're really, really kids games. They're kids games, and they have like some depth and merit, but they don't feel like they don't feel like games that an adult could enjoy. They kind of been doing that with Ultraman as well. Ultraman games are like mega kiddie. They're not even really trying to appeal to adult fans, which is weird because there's so many of them. Battle for the Grid, yeah, I have like probably like 200 hours in that game. Battle for the Grid was an exception, not the norm. That was like the only good Power Rangers game in a really long time. But Super Sentai is worse. I mean, they have a Zyuranger game, which is what Mighty Morphin was based on, but it's trash. It's worse than the Power Rangers games that we got. Well, the combat designers for that game went on to 2XKO, which is why that game plays like almost exactly like Battle for the Grid. It's like a Battle for the Grid clone with less cool characters because League of Legends sucks and is a terrible video game that nobody should play. People just like being miserable, I guess. That's why that game is popular. League of Legends is terrible. I'm kind of glad they've realized that they have like an interesting world that they've built, but you know, the game sucks. It's just actively toxic and miserable to play. There's never been any appeal to it at all. It's just people feel they have to play it because their friends do. Maybe somebody will put Power Rangers or Kamen Rider skins in that game. League of Legends is garbage. Actively harmful game. Harmful game. People trick themselves into liking it. They don't actually like it. They're miserable playing it because it's a shit game. If I'm gonna deal with stupid, annoying people, I want a paycheck. I'm not doing that for free. But that's exactly what League of Legends is. Working retail with no paycheck. It sounds like a shit deal to me. That's why I never played that game. Let me just log on to this game and get chewed out by people, but there's no paycheck.
Next time, you'll see my real powerful tricks.
That's an awful lot on that statue. Appears you all have a desire to die today.
An infinite sea of despair lies before you. Oblivion awaits. All is but an illusion. Buddha, have mercy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of streaming at ass o'clock. I don't really expect anybody to watch. It's fine. The usual DGen hour stream, he's not streaming today, so I'm taking over.
Where is
Oh, no problem. I'm sorry if I was a little bit short with you. It's not your fault. I just have a history of people coming in and like, I want this from you, and they're like zero interest in what you're doing currently. I get chrono triggered when people do that, but you didn't do that. You stuck around. Could have easily failed.
Welcome back. Allow me.
This place has clearly gone to seed.
Well, they're mostly in a Discord. They're mostly in a Discord that's kind of a little bit inactive right now because I'm sure you've noticed there's like not many worthwhile Switch games anymore. That server gets activity when there's something relevant to play, but the Switch has so much garbage shovelware that people don't even ask for mods for it. Yeah, I knew that you weren't going to get an answer anywhere else, so I decided to help you, but genuinely, if you're going to play on PC, before you go, I should tell you that just use lossless scaling. It's better for that game. Yeah, I would recommend doing that. If you have a portable PC, lossless scaling does not work on Steam Deck, so if you're planning to play on there, it is better to use the mod, but if you're just gonna play on PC, yeah, just use lossless. The physics get messed up. I really don't see why that game is not 60 FPS in the first place. Reeks of not even trying to optimize the game. There you go. Have a good night, man.
Really? That was showing me your best. If you say so. Look like they could do with a bit of pruning. Let's see what you're made of.
Hey, thank you. Just a heads up, though, if you're gonna donate, definitely better to not use Super Chat. Because I won't see that for 2 months. It's like, even when I don't need donations, I kind of have to put the link there, because I don't want Elon Musk to come in here and donate like 10 grand and then expect me to, you know, buy a graphics card or something. That's what sucks about donation links. People are like, oh, you're begging or you shouldn't have one. Like, due to the way that they mislead people on here, I have to say that. But thank you.
I can't
Thank
wait.
you.
The joy of eating is all
Very
about
nice
the
of you.
surprise.
Same thing on Twitch as well with bits. The only reason they have bits is because they get a full cut of it. They don't see anything from PayPal donations. Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch. I'm kind of happy, despite not being very successful, that I'm not bound to that site. It's a very good thing. I tried on Twitch and just didn't make it, but I think that was a blessing. I'm already partnered on here anyway. So I get transcodes, and transcodes are really important. On Twitch, they gatekeep transcodes by how many viewers you have. So you have a small amount of people that watch on Twitch, it can really suck, because if you stream at a high bit rate, they don't have good internet, or they're trying to save mobile data, which is a pretty legitimate reason to not watch at top quality. They just kind of get screwed out of watching. So that's why I just stream on here.
Fragrant to send these flowers out.
I tried on Twitch at the beginning. I just didn't really make a name for myself on there. I watched a lot of Twitch, but I don't really bother streaming on there. Every now and then.
Flowers out. Sickness that toys with my mind. Once love, now madness.
Careful there. It's dangerous. simple work.
Trade with... May the blessings of the spirit beast be upon you, I guess.
I bricked this build. I think I bricked it. I'm not thinking. I think this build is bricked. I think this run is cooked. I think I made a very dire mistake. But that's okay. That's a real shame though, because this had a chance of clearing. I think I made a stupid decision. Need to make a YouTube apology video about making a bad decision in this video game. Get the violin out. That's alright. I'm still learning what things do. Only a couple runs ago I didn't even know how to make a build. Giving me a lot of garbage. Garbaggio. Grab the Steam sale. Grab that. Alright, we'll save the rest. think this run is going to die because
Really?
I'm not going to be able to burst the boss down, and the boss is Mega HP Sponge. I really don't think this run is going to make it.
If you say so.
But I'll get a decent amount of upgrades in this. I kind of bricked the run when I put the... I put this big Muso hitbox attack on. I'm not proccing elements as much as I was before. We'll see what happens. Get a little better at that boss, maybe.
Are you apologies?
Alright, let's see what happens. I really think I bricked this run, but I'll try. Boss kind of sucks melee, so maybe this will actually work out in the end. We'll see. Got 2 extends.
It's showtime!
Voice acting is terrible, just as it should be.
Delightful! My puppet show begins! Look at me, controlling your every little move! Dance, little puppet, dance! Struggle all you'd like! I'm the master of your reality! Dance, little puppet, dance! Mine, mine, mine! Your mind is mine! Struggle all you'd like! I'm the master of your reality!
He's also only got like 3 voice lines. He doesn't have a good vocabulary, alright?
Controlling your every
He's working on it.
little move! I flick my wrist, and reality bends. I snap my fingers, and goes your neck. I flick my wrist, and reality bends. I snap my fingers, and goes your neck.
Ooh!
Oh no!
Is that it? Is that the end of the game? Oh no, it's not the end of the game! Well, shit. I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen next. Got to see past the boss at least.
How is it
You're in need of beyond this rift,
What's...
the lair of the book spirit.
No, I don't want more. End the run.
You're right,
Red?
No.
If you do,
I have...
of course.
I don't want more. I want the run to be over. I can't believe there's more. Ah, shit. Why does that boss have two forms if there's another boss after? It completely killed my vibes. That last boss should only have one form if there's more after. How many phases this one gonna have?
Regarding your actions.
I won't be manipulated
Come on,
by
skip.
you anymore.
You will bring chaos and destruction to this world, which I will not allow.
Oh well, the run is cooked now. I didn't know that wasn't the end. This game doesn't know when to end.
Your end is certain. You must accept it.
Yeah, I know my speak of the truth.
There is no
Very fitting for a boss to say that.
Set. All
A
must
roguelike.
remain as written. Why?
Please don't have a second form. No second form. No! Please don't come back! What's with this game in forms, man? Just die. Just die. Come on, man. Too many forms in this game, man. Like, proud of doing that blind. Like, nope, he's got another 30 forms.
Your story ends where I decide.
And my story ends because you won't just die. Another 30 health bars. I can't stand when games do this, man.
None shall.
Why does everything have, like, 4 forms? Just fucking die. I don't know if I want to keep playing this game. I can't stand when every boss is just an HP sponge. It has too many forms. Really damn annoying. I kept thinking the game was going to end, and it just does not. There's probably like another 10 bosses after that. I don't know, man. You give me like no healing. You give me so much health. They give them so much health. Like, why do they need 2 forms? So you're just dragging it out at that point. Well, I tried. I think if I had more poison stacks, I probably would have finished. At least I know what to expect next time. But yeah, I wish they would not have so many forms. Guess I need to get like damage reduction or something if everything's gonna be a HP sponge. Well, I don't really feel like doing another one, so I think that's gonna do it for now. Sorry to end on a low note. The last two bosses have way too much health, and then they give them another form on top of that, so you're exhausted playing it, and then you're exhausted of resources. I don't know if he has another form after that. I sure as hell hope not. It really feels like right now damage over time is like the only thing that's worth taking, which kind of makes playing this not as interesting as it should be. It feels like it just does too much. I think they really need to buff like the other kinds of things that you can build around, because it's just a straight damage increase, and the game just kind of shoehorns you into taking it. But I'm sure those things will get worked out in time. This game is really good. I definitely think it does enough to set it apart from Hades, not just having a Chinese theme instead of Greek. There's a lot of things it does that are different, but I definitely feel like the last couple boss fights, the stat blow is too high. So hopefully build diversity will get a little bit better later, and you won't feel like you're forced to take damage over time. Everything else I've tried, I had that run earlier today, that was pretty good, but then I just got shut down by stat bloat. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and probably go to bed. We'll try to get another run later. Good night.